Right, our first example we're going to start out with here. Our first example that we're going to start out with is 23 plus 54, and I'm just going to put this aside as a reminder of what we're trying to solve. In order to do this with base 10 blocks, we have to be able to model the initial and the secondary add-ins. So first we have 20, so 2 10s, and 1, 2, 3. So that's 23 right here. Then we want the second quantity, 54. So we need 5 10s and 4 1s. Now when students first start using base 10 blocks to solve with addition, the first thing we should do is just let them mess around with the blocks. But as time goes on, we're going to want them to be able to perform these operations without the blocks. So you'll see on your screen right now that we can also have a kind of a pen and paper representation of this as well. But right now I'm just going to show you with the models. So we have 23 and we have 54. If I want to add them together, that means I want to group them all into one big pile, which means I'm going to have a bunch of 1s and a bunch of 10s. So I count off my 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 10s, that makes 70. And then how many 1s? 2, 4, 6, 7. So my answer is 70 plus 7, or 77 is the answer to 23 plus 54. Now this will be able to bridge into, so this is the model. The representation, if you look on your screen right now, is an image of sticks and dots, basically. And then we're going to move them on to be able to solve this symbolically in the future. And we will talk about that later. Let's try another one. Let's try 45 plus 27. So I'm going to do the same thing. Here's my quantities, 4 and, let's see, 5. So that's 45. And 27. 20, here's 2 and more 1s. 2, 6. Oh, here we go. That's 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have 45 plus 27. Same thing, we're going to group them together. What's different this time? Well, we still have a group of 10s, in this case 6 of them, so this is 60. And we have a group of 1s. But what's weird about this is that we have exceeded the ceiling limit. We have more than 10. So here's your 10 1s. And 2. We don't usually talk about 1s in terms of something greater than 10. So here's what we teach students how to do. This is sort of like what you've learned as a student yourself about carrying the 1. When you add 1s together and you have more than 10, you have to carry the 1. Well, we don't use that terminology anymore because what does that mean to carry the 1? In fact, it actually has something to do with the fact that we have 10, like an extra 10, so the idea of saying 1 versus 10 just gets confusing. So here's what we're going to call it. If we look back at our picture here, we're going to call this regrouping. I've exceeded 10, so I'm going to take these little 10 1s and I'm going to regroup into a stick. So 10 1s equals 1 stick. I have regrouped. Take these away, give us a stick. Now what do we have? 2, 4, 6, 7, and 2 1s. So 70 plus 2 is 72. The answer to 45 plus 27 is 72. So that is the new way of how we talk about adding numbers that give us basically a carry the 1 situation. We talk about regrouping and moving to the 10s group, moving 10 1s into 1 10. See, it makes more sense when you see it than when you say it. All right, let's try another one.